Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to My Curvy Life. My name is Fonda, and I'm, of course, your hostess. Also, I want to bring you greetings from my co-host, Miss Latanya and Lasagna Jones. They are in the audience. They are not here with me, but they are in the audience, and they will be loving on you. You know, this is what they do throughout the show. So, thank you, Latanya and Lasagna. Love you, girls. Love you, ladies. Well, guys, we are embarking up on fall. Can you believe that? I mean, it seems like the year just went so fast. Summer is like kind of like almost out of here. We in fall. So I tell you what, Mary Kay Cosmetics, y'all. Yeah, y'all know I was coming with something. Mary Kay Cosmetics. I am a consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I specialize in skincare. All right. So I want to make sure you guys' skin is ready for this brutal time that we have in the winter, cold, dry. I want to make sure you are getting a jump start. Okay. A jump start on your skin. All right. So I am offering it right now, and it'll be through the end of the month. A special on body care, satin hands specifically, and satin lips. All right, satin hands could also be used on your feet as well. And I am offering a discount and also prize winnings of $25 gift certificate if you purchase one of those items. I will put your name into a hat, and I will draw that at the end of the challenge, and someone will win a $25 gift certificate on Mary Kay Cosmetics on me. Okay, so get your body care today. Your body care today. That is the satin hands, which you can also use on your feet, and satin lips. Now, keep in mind, these products can also be used by men. So, men, you are not excluded. You also can use the satin hands and the satin lips products. Okay. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Reach out to me. I'm so excited about Mary Kay has some new products online, some eyeshadows and some lipsticks, I believe. And so I'm excited about trying those, and eyeliners. So when I get those and I'm trying them, I will let you know. So just in case you want to get glammed up for the holiday season, you know how we do. All right. Some of us do it often, more often than others. But hey, everybody likes to get glammed up every once in a while. So holler at me, y'all. I wanted to get that announcement out there about Mary Kay Cosmetics. Um, Curve, as far as the homeless feed, I still have not decided if I'm going to do one in the winter. We did one last November. It was really nice, but it was so cold. And so I'm just not sure if I want to do that this winter, but I would like to do something for Christmas. All right. So let's put our heads together. If you guys have any ideas, and let's come up with something that we could do for the homeless for Christmas, like giving them something. All right. Last year I did give out bundles. Those bundles included a hat, gloves, socks, and a scarf. So yes, I that was really a blessing, and I got about 60 of those again gave out. So thank you again all for your support. Nothing happens without you. I just want you guys to know that, and it takes all of us work together, y'all, as a village, to make the dream work. So thank you so much. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and allow our guest to come in, but not before I do her bio. I'm going to do her bio because she is a very longtime friend of mine, and I admire her tremendously. And I don't just say that, I mean that. So, me and Paula, we go way back. I think we've been friends since, gosh, we had to be about maybe 10, maybe 11, something like that. But we went to the same church. We went to the same church. And Paula's family, I just loved her family. Her mother is like the sweetest person alive, one of them. And she used to spend a lot of time with us as youth. And she would have us over for slumber parties, and it would be so fun. And I just, loved, I kind of grew up with them in a sense, through the church. And so I got to know the family very well, and me and Paula became best friends. And we have been hanging on and rolling ever since. Um, I've seen her make so many nice and good accomplishments in her life. Just being a go getter. You know what I mean? And I'm so excited tonight. We're going to talk about what she does and what she does very well. And that is poetry, spoken word, y'all, spoken word. So we have a artist that is going to be coming in, and hopefully she will share with us one of her artistry in the spoken word. I'm looking forward to that, and just wanting to know and learn more about spoken word. And some of you may have this talent, and you may feel like, man, I don't know where to start or how to start. So we're going to ask Miss Paula tonight, all those lovely questions so she can fill us in. And thank you, Miss Paula, for waiting. I'm going to go ahead and let her in, guys. Give me just a moment. Oh, and I love her too, by the way. Paula Mae Jean. Oops.
Hey,
I didn't mean to call you that. That's our thing. Uh, Girl, it's so nice to have you on the show. Thank you so much for saying yes, Miss Paula. I appreciate you.
it's nice to be on the show, and thank you for having me on your show, and thank you for having these shows that you have.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm loving it so much, girl. I get to get information and learn new stuff. Girl, just being having this, interconnection there. It's really I'm enjoying it. So
Hmm.
thank you so much. So tonight, honey, y'all, we got I don't even know how to describe her, but she is like awesome, amazing, wonderful, exuberant in this field of spoken word. So, Miss Paula, I want to start off with asking you first, what is spoken word? Can you explain to us when people say spoken word, what is that?
Spoken word is the African American oral tradition of storytelling. So that is the way that we kept our ancestors alive. We learned about our history because back then black folks couldn't read or write. We learned how to do it eventually, but so we had to sit around and we shared stories. But it's done with a lot of passion. It's done with a lot of soul and a lot of spirit.
Okay, and I can agree with that 100% because I was gonna
Mhm.
say it just seems like it's so soulful. You know what I
Very
mean?
soulful.
And
Hmm.
wow. So I, never really knew the actual definition of what that meant. So thank you for explaining that
Hmm.
to us. I'm sure there's a lot of others out here that didn't know either.
I didn't know until
I'm
I
probably
started learning, until I started doing it. So
right.
I just know I liked it. I like this.
Right. So can I start by asking you, Paula, was there something that inspired you to get involved in doing spoken word? Was there someone that that inspired you?
I used to
What
watch
got you to the point?
Def Poetry Jam, and I just liked the energy from the artists, from the audience, um, and they perform with so much heart and soul. So that's what got me interested in it. As far as actually performing, I was looking for something to do one night, and I said, they got some spoken word in Omaha somewhere. So I looked in Star Magazine, and I found something. I think it might have been maybe in the downtown area. So I went there a couple of times. I'm just like, I want to see some more people that look like me though. And so I had stopped going for a couple of months, and I looked in the Star magazine again, and I saw, oh, this might be for me, and that's how I got started.
Wow. Can you kind of share with us how you felt when you did your first performance? Like, was it like, were you nervous? Were you confident in what
Nervous
you?
is not describing her. I was so super nervous, and I waited. I have been going there for a few months, so they would have it every third Thursday of the month at Love Jazz and Art Museum. So I waited. I said, I want to do this. I just want to do it. I want to do it. And so I finally wrote a poem, and I waited till the end of the night. And it was like, anybody else? I said, I got one. And I went up there, and the poem that I wrote was about this situation with this person who was stalking me. And there's a few people in the audience, they kind of got a little, um, kind of got just a little upset about it because they were going through some stuff.
Hmm.
So, so then I was like, I'm not going to do this. But then God said, no, go ahead and do it. And I performed that poem, and I got a standing ovation. I was surprised, very surprised.
Wow. Yes. I have had the pleasure, of course, of hearing you do spoken word. And I've had the pleasure of also singing behind you doing
Mm,
spoken word. And I will say I love the energy in spoken word, the messages. Now, I want to kind of ask you a lot of times, like in your particular writing, do
mm.
you write from personal experiences or is some of them like things that you may want to experience, or are these like personal experiences when you write?
A lot of them are personal experiences, but they're also things that I've observed during my lifetime and things that I'm just passionate about.
Okay. I was just wondering, what was your inspiration behind, you know, your writing. So I am going to take a pause here, Miss Paula, and I hope that you have something prepared for us to just get a feel or a flow for spoken word. If you
Okay,
would grace us with your presence.
I
Let me
will
know
do
when you're
that.
done because I don't want to interrupt.
Okay. Well, this is a
Okay.
new one. This is the one I actually did. Was it 2 weeks ago, Fonda? Might have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Um,
we're okay.
at the event. This is called Roots.
Yes.
Some say our black ain't magnificent. Our caramel, almond, hazelnut, toffee, Java, espresso, ebony, and deep ebony ain't exceptional. Tapestries woven by creator, spectrums and hues universal, be so beautifully intimidating to some. Some who bask in booths, blend bronzers on body, or baked by a bright star to mimic deeper shades. Those who continue discrimination and hatred denounce us, carve royalty from ancestry, mold tongues from native to foreign, tame beasts from our roots, wage war between us and our melanin, compel us to alabaster bleach our skin, straighten our hair, be model thin, speak softly, shrink to fit in. But they try to imitate us, cherry pick parts, pay docs to play gods, stretch lips to protrusion, remanufacture frames to figure eights, rearrange faces to forgeries. Imitation ain't always the sincerest form of flattery. Sometimes it's mockery. And I wonder, could they survive being stripped of dignities and rights, being torn from families, being auction block commodities? Would they still want to resemble us if they lived our experience? If they dangled from poplar trees like decorations on pine needles, while families gathered to admire scenes, celebrate one less problem, black bodies swinging like pendulums. Privilege preached every scripture about servitude and slavery, but ignored God's commands about kindness, respect, love, and equality. Beating us with 40 lashes of insecurities did not unravel the stitches of our progress. We're survivors. Our backs bend at hemisphere, lips confess struggles and successes, tongues excavate voices buried in unmarked graves of a history America wants to forget, the history America wants us to forget. God's might has touched us in gold, wrapped us in favor and survivability, gave us the ability to shapeshift, bounce languages between codes, blend communication and cuisines and hymnals, send signals as we danced under the phases of the moon to the beat of our ancestors. Our elders tucked a compass under wings of doves, so we, our children, our children's children, could find the way back home to motherland, back home to humanity's origins. But how will they know if we don't permeate and saturate them with wisdom? In the infamous words of Marcus Garvey, a people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Don't be that tree. Thank you.
Ah, I can't pop my fingers, but I can do this.
I hear you. I hear you.
I love it. The passion. It's the passion for me.
Hmm.
It was like, and it was like you were telling a story.
Uh-huh.
It was
Hmm.
exactly like
That's
you
what it
were
is.
telling a story.
The art of the art of storytelling. That's exactly what it is.
Wow, that was absolutely beautiful. And I
Thank
know
you.
we're going to get some comments out there saying that they enjoyed that. That was
Oh,
absolutely beautiful.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
Paula, and that's why I always say, and I tell you this all the time, Paula, this is you. This is your niche. This is you. And now y'all see why I say that.
Thank you, Fonda. I appreciate that. And
Now
all the
y'all
time
see why I say
that you
that.
I remember when we had our class reunion, and somebody asked me to do a poem that night, and I wasn't like prepared to do a poem, but I said, "Hey, Fonda, can you sing this song behind this poem?" You was like, "What song?" I said, "This song right here." Sing. I got you. I got you. And like that,
Girl.
it's like we had already
And,
practiced it and rehearsed it, but that was like right in the
it just
spare of the moment.
clicked, and I love it because like I said, I love your passion behind
Mhm.
the spoken word. I really do, and that's what makes the difference. That's what makes you stand out,
Thank
is
you.
the passion. So my next question, Miss Paula, from the time you started this journey, which we didn't ask how long you've been doing this. How long have you been doing?
It's been about 20 years, close to 20
Wow,
years.
20 years.
Hmm.
So can you say doing this has taken you places, and you've got to see different, things? Can you maybe tell us something that spoken word took you to that was a little bit like, wow, I can't believe this. I can't believe
It's
this.
it's given me a lot of exposure. It's helped me to I can be shy sometimes. I'm an ambivert. So I can be kind of shy sometimes depending on the environment or situation I'm in. But when I do spoken word poetry, the ancestors they come in, they take over. And that's how I'm able to get through it, perform. And I'm always nervous though. But once I hit that stage, I pray first, and then the ancestors come and they speak through me, and it makes me feel much more comfortable. But then I'd be like, "Oh, I got through it. Yes,
So do you this is a personal question for me. Now,
mm-hmm.
do you remember your spoken words, or do you write them down? When you perform, do you have your words with you, or do some of them and you just speak it without the
Yes,
notes?
I like to memorize my poems. This one right here, I did is not memorized because I just wrote it not too long ago. But I would prefer to not have my phone or a paper up there because I want to be expressive with my hands and stuff and be able to move my body around. And
Right.
sometimes that stuff interferes with that.
Yeah, if you had a paper like I got right here to my, and if my vision is not the best, I need lighting, girl. I'll be having and then
But you
they be
still look
like,
good doing it, though. You still look good doing it. You're the
I'ma stay
hostess of
in my
emotions, girl.
lane.
Okay, Paula. Girl,
I'ma stay in my lane.
I
Cause
got my
I be,
reading, girl.
just like when you was just doing that, Paula, when you was just doing your spoken word, I felt like I could do that. I could do that. But then I'll be like, I'll start trying to do it, Paula, and be like,
You probably can. If these kids out here can do it, anybody can do it. It just takes a little
I
training.
just
That's
love
all.
the fact that with spoken word you can kind of be so expressive and you can be transparent. and it's coming out in a story, but
Mhm.
being transparent, like even within yourself, sharing and letting it out too. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that
So
that's hard because there are a lot of uh personal situations that I've been through myself, and but I held it in. But when I write, I can get up there and share it
wow,
without feeling embarrassed or ashamed, because I know that I'm not the only person that's gone through some of this stuff that I talk about, and
right,
it can touch
right,
somebody else and move somebody else. I've had people come up and say, "I'm going through that right now." You know,
yeah,
I'm
and
glad you
that's
said
why I
that.
have this. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, that's why I have this show because too, I know people be going through things, and if they see someone else on here that may have went through something or they may accomplish something that they may want to do, it may
Hmm.
help them and inspire them. And so I appreciate, all of you guys that come on the show and share, because this is not just to like air any laundry, but this is to help other people. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That
Hmm.
that may, need to hear this, you
Right.
know.
And that's my,
And
my
so
primary goal, not just to lift myself up spiritually, but also to lift other people up and let them know, hey, we all go through stuff. Here's
yeah,
my experience. Ain't nothing to be
right.
ashamed. Ain't There's no reason to be ashamed about it.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you now, and this is another reason why I can't do spoken word, because I'll be up there then talking about I be then
Girl,
got to
I
cry
done
for
had
real,
days like
girl.
I done had days like that before, Fonda. I was like,
Girl, I don't know.
I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. Give me some tissue,
I don't
somebody.
know if I don't know if I can make it through it. I'll be like, and then, girl, next thing you know, I'll be in a full grown. No,
Ooh,
I'm
and
like I said, I'm gonna
slinging
say
snot
about
everywhere.
it.
I'm telling you.
I was saying my name, Paula May. I'll just let you talk to me and cry.
Right.
Oh God. So one last question, Miss Paula. With this being such a passion of yours, and you're such an inspiration through the spoken word, what golden nugget or nuggets with an S that you could leave with us if someone was looking to be in this field of expressing themselves through spoken word? What golden nugget could you tell them or advise them to do?
Um, don't be too hard on yourself and don't overthink it. Just start writing. Start writing and just start saying it out loud. The more you say it out loud, the more comfortable you'll get with it. Um, Go to some open mics. Open mics are a really good way to get some practice and also to hear some other poets. But don't
Okay.
overthink it. But just write. Just start writing. Just start writing. Just start writing. Start writing every day. Just start writing, and then you'll after a while you'll learn how to kind of break things down and take out things that are that make the poem like really super long that aren't really necessary, and get your rhythm and flow, because you do have to have a rhythm and flow when you perform spoken word. That's a nat perform spoken word poetry. It is about rhythm.
Right. Right.
And that you don't find
Girl,
that.
I'm sitting up there like, what she?
A little gnat. You won't leave me alone, and I can't catch them.
Well, I'm trying not to laugh over here. Lord, forgive me, y'all. See, this is what happens when you're live. All right, you can't hide it. But thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you so much for that inspiration. Um, she said, just start writing and don't be too hard on yourself. And a lot of times
Mhm.
we can get real hard on ourselves. I know I can. I'll be sitting here reading like, okay, that sounds stupid, but it might not
All
even
right.
sound like that. But because I'm being hard on myself, so
Mm-hmm.
just be free is what she's saying. Just be
Yeah.
open, right, and get your rhythm, get your flow.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right. Help them.
Don't take let your inhibitions not let you do that. Because once you start doing it, it's like, oh, okay, this is what it was. All right, I'm gonna write some more. I'm gonna go to another open
Mhm,
mic. I'm gonna do this and
mhm.
do that. And I'm taking your advice. I'm gonna start making videos so I can put them on my channel.
Hello.
I already
We're
know.
gonna just, I'm getting ready to just explode with that because I feel like, so many people got so many talents out here and they don't put their stuff out there to get in the media. You got to, because you can be
Mhm.
discovered. Heck, I'm still waiting to be discovered. I'm
Oh, girl,
50.
your time is coming. Your time is coming.
No, but I'm just saying, use all arenas is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So,
yeah, yeah.
and I think you're very inspiring. And again, I am definitely a fan of yours through this spoken word. And I just think that you would do really wonders if more people could
Mhm,
hear you.
mhm,
You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? Because,
Yes, I
yeah.
appreciate that. I appreciate that advice.
Yes, and I've had a few breakdowns and some tears in a few of your spoken words that you've done, and I was just like, "Wow, that was my friend. That's my friend up there. Oh my God, did she just do that? Like it be like amazing. It's whew, girl, y'all look." So, is there any information you can give us about spoken word that happens around the city, that happens weekly, or anything like that that you want to share with us that we can find you, come and hear you?
Every second Friday of the month there is an open mic at Dry Spokes. Um, I'm not sure what else is going on right now though. I know there's some other places that have open mic for spoken word, but um, I can't think of any off the top of my head except for Dry Spokes right now.
Okay, well, what I'm going to have you do, Miss Paula, if you don't mind, anytime you're
Hmm.
performing, you are more than welcome to drop that information in the My Curvy Life chat so that
Okay.
people can, come and support you or wish you well or whatever we can do to
Hmm.
cheer you on. But just drop that information in the chat, and we can, you know, I
I
can
can't do.
snap like this, but
I'll do
you
that.
know that's the spoken word deal. That's what they do when it's
That's
really
right. That's
sounding
right.
good.
And you know why we do
When
that? Why we snap instead of clap? We
yeah,
snap
why?
because the claps can be so thunderous sometimes you can't hear the poet, and so we snap because
Mhm.
it's quieter.
Oh, see, I didn't even know it was a reason
Hmm.
behind why y'all did that. I just thought that was
Hmm.
just what they did with spoken
Your
word.
fingers, they be perfect, girl. They be perfect.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. I love it because you're
Hmm.
right. You do want to hear what's being said.
Right,
And
right.
that's very important because the flows be like that. This last show that I went to, and I'm sure they'll probably be having more shows like that. Paula, you think? It was
I'm
at the Ritz.
encouraging Jewel. I'm encouraging Jewel to have some more shows like that because that was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. I hadn't
Right.
seen some of these
I-
poets in a long time, and it was just nice to see them again and hear from them and just see everybody out there enjoying themselves.
yeah, it was really nice, and it was a lot of good poets. I mean, there was not a bad one in the house. I mean, everybody was fine. And so,
Hmm.
yes, I would like, if anything like that comes up, feel free to reach out, put it in chat. If you got something going on, let me know. I'm gonna try to be there. I've always tried to be there for any endeavor
No,
that,
I appreciate that.
maybe I'm not just saying spoken word. I'm talking about any endeavor.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I always try to be there, show up or something. So, Paula, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out and sharing with us about spoken word. You let us know what it meant, storytelling from our ancestors, or
Hmm.
storytelling in a poem flow.
Right,
Okay,
right, right. You got
with the elevation in the voice. Okay, that
right. That's
really
right.
puts the character in it. So I I love that you told them at the end to make sure that they write down, do some writing. If this is something that you're interested in, do some writing, and
Hmm.
don't be so hard on yourself.
Right,
Okay, don't be so
right,
hard, and get your flow. Okay, so
right.
thank you, Paula.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure I'm sure that this is going to take you. I know that it's going to take you far because you're amazing. And
Thank
I
you. I
don't just say
appreciate
that.
that.
You are amazing.
I
And
appreciate
I'll be the first one out here talking about and hollering and hooting and carrying on for you. So
that. Right. Ain't
All
nothing
right,
wrong
my
with it.
good life. I hope you
Ain't nothing
guys have
wrong with it.
enjoyed this. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. We're going to check out right here, guys. Thank you for being a part of this entity. And until next time, we'll see you
Thank
later.
you.